Hello, this is Brad Harvey with Harvey Investment Management. Today's question that we're going to answer is, what is lifetime income planning? Lifetime income planning really comes into the second phase of an investment time frame or lifetime. The first phase is growth or accumulation. That's when we're putting money away, we're investing that money, and then at some point we reach financial independence day and we want to turn on the cash flow side of investments. So we want to make some changes typically so that we have dividends and interest and other types of cash flow coming off of our investments. By the way, the third phase is transfer of that wealth. So transfer to the second generation or philanthropy, whatever your estate plan says. So I'm going to focus a little bit on cash flow planning. Cash flow planning in a low interest rate environment can be a little bit complicated. And probably the most important factor you want to keep in mind here is inflation. Remember, inflation is going to erode your purchasing power over time. So if you agree to a fixed cash flow, let's say it's $2,000 a month, and that's going to go for the rest of your life and you're 60 years old, well, that might be a problem if you live to be 95 or 100, because 35 years from now, that $2,000 a month is probably going to be buying less than half 30 years from now than it does today, after the impact of inflation. So how do we do that? How do we manage our cash flow in the portfolios so that they actually can increase over time? Well, one of my favorite techniques is to buy companies that pay rising dividends. These are companies that typically trade in the US, and they pay out most of their earnings in the form of dividends. Typically, these earnings rise over time, so that dividend yield, the actual dollars that are paid, can go up over time. Obviously, we want to take a look at risk and we want to diversify, and we want to be very careful about companies that cut those dividends. But in general, if we focus on dividend-paying companies, that gives us an increasing cash flow. Then we can also have a portion of our portfolio invested for growth, and a portion of our portfolio that is in true fixed income, like bonds, for example. And as we have that growth working in the portfolio, periodically, we move or rebalance some of that money into the bond side to buy more bonds, which would increase that cash flow. Again, keeping in mind that inflation tax. That's very, very important with this. So, this is Brad Harvey with Harvey Investment Management. Today's question that we answered was, what is cash flow or income planning in an investment portfolio? Thank you.